doing slop shakes.
And then Jess was like, let's try burgers. I was like, okay. And I was like,
Right.
oh, wow.
I think
really
the
good.
burgers are really good.
I actually might try the burger because now that we could use ketchup would do a big taste. So, and if I can do one burger, that's all
And
right.
she put salsa in it, so I don't know how you feel about like corn or bean in your burger.
That's fine.
But
I'll take it.
I think that made it. Like if it didn't have that, I'd be like
We're on an uphill
but I
battle
would
right
try
now.
it. I think you'd like it.
I'm gonna go get Squinchers actually.
I think
I'm
oatmeal
done first.
shakes and burgers are like
Yeah.
perfect.
And the chips were delicious.
The
They came
chips
out
were
the
to die for,
best.
but they tasted like nothing. So we like the salsa.
Yeah.
We're,
The salsa was
the
good.
salsa's our favorite. We should just do spoons.
Oh no, I tried it. Were you there for that?
Nah, try just a spoonful of salsa.
I was like, I had a bowl. I didn't want to take any more chips, so I'm like, I'm just gonna eat salsa. And I took a scoop, and I was like, oh, bad idea, because it was just awkward, just salsa.
You should put salt. You should put salt on your spoon because salt's on chips.
Oh.
See, look, I'm giving you slop advice.
Slop
All right,
ice.
I'm gonna go get Squencher.
Slop ice.
Are you guys gonna come downstairs? Or still gonna be up here?
Yeah, I want to go outside.
I think I do too.
Aw.
Yeah, I want to go outside
It's nice and
before
warm.
it's totally dark. What time is it?
7:30. It was like
Damn.
7:18 when I came up here. I want to say, so maybe like 7:30.
I've literally hardly left this room today.
How are you doing?
I'm stressed out.
I'm sorry.
I don't like being HOH.
I can get with that.
It was fun when I won,
Yeah.
and that was it.
I give you a lot of credit.
I don't know how people do this.
It's a
You know,
like I don't know because I obviously haven't been HOH, but even like the other like being on the other side of it, like I don't know how. It's a very difficult game.
Mm-hmm.
And I give you a lot of credit for.
the only thing, like when I was up there, and I was like, okay, am I really gonna win this thing? You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I looked over, and I literally thought about putting people up, and I was like, screw that. Nope, I'm gonna drop. I almost catapulted myself off just purely at the thought of sending anybody home.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because everybody was like cheering and just being
Yeah,
so
yeah.
supportive and so beautiful. And then my second thought was, well, it's not going to get any easier. And at least this week is very straightforward because there are 2 targets in the house with everyone. So I was like, okay, that's the only saving grace. And then even putting them up was harder than I expected. But there's 2 targets that everybody in the house supported me on, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
And now I'm like, well, shit. Now what do you do? I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
That's why I wanted to come up here and check in with you.
yeah.
I said this earlier in the week, like it's awkward, and I mean I kind of like have my discussion with you. So I'll just reiterate. You know, I do appreciate you and Mickey always being like, you know, very straightforward with me, and like, you know, spearheading the whole let's keep Nicole thing.
Yeah.
And I feel that I have been very loyal, and I want to continue to be loyal, which I think I've proved, like, you know, with like the vote this past week and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I look forward to moving forward, and I'm hoping
Yeah.
that, you know, I know you're in a very tough spot.
I know.
And I feel bad for you, and I respect the game. I understand it's a game.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
wish somebody had like done something to piss me off.
It's so I've heard so many people say like, oh, if only there was like more. It sounds horrible. More enemies in this house.
I
And you'd
know.
be like, oh, get up there. You're so mean.
know.
Or get up there. I don't, you know, but.
And I'm like, there's nothing. There's no reason. Like, I really don't know. And then I'm like, well, like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like, what is fair?
I mean, you don't
Makes
have
sense, you know?
I guess you don't have to. You obviously don't have to answer me. But like, where's your head in regard to like a target? Like, is that the right way to word it? Like, are you?
I don't have one.
Yeah.
And like,
are you
and-
concerned about Sam and want to put somebody next to him just because, or are
That's
you
what-
looking to?
that's what I'm trying to decide.
Put
Because
somebody-
also, like, between Nick and Sam, Nick was the one obviously causing the biggest waves. So he was the easiest target with everybody, in everybody's mind.
Yep.
So from there, I don't know.
Nicole.
Yes.
Please do not obstruct your microphone.
I'm not.
I literally just took my blanket off so I didn't get yelled at for that.
It's hello, testing.
Testing,
It's literally
testing.
right there.
I know.
Maybe no.
Maybe your knees. I don't know.
Hello.
Um,
It's not oh, now I'm worried. It's probably disconnected. Hello.
last week when like before the vote, like during campaigns and stuff, what was Bella saying about Jackson and I? Because that whole thing
It's actually funny. That's one of the things I want to talk to you about.
was weird.
Bella came to me and was explaining, she's like, this was because she knew things about me from before the big blow up, and she was like, oh, I know you really trust, Mickey and Holly, and they really like you as well. I want to let you know that them two are going to vote for me to stay, so we need you on board to do it. And then allegedly, I found out she was telling you guys the same thing, that she already had other people, and she needed you to.
Yeah.
So it was this weird, and I do very much trust you guys and, want to be an ally for you guys in the game. So I was like, oh, okay. And I spoke to Mickey that night.
Yeah,
and was
because you
kinda
guys talked, and then I realized I should have been there.
I was kind of like, what's happening? Because, I do trust you guys a lot. So I was like, what's happening, Mickey? And he was like, no, we don't have the votes. This is not happening. This is never happening. And I was like, oh. And then I kind of connected what exactly Bella was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I was skeptical of, but because she said you two, and
Right.
I was like, okay, I'll kind of investigate what's happening.
Yeah.
And then other people got wind of it and had concerns about Mickey, putting a vote out there, or.
Which is so frustrating.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was scared when the vote came back
Yeah.
this week. I'm like, oh God, please don't be like one vote, and then people think it was me, or people think it was Mickey, or people think it was Holly, because that would suck.
Yeah. That was so frustrating because we literally, in her campaign to us, we didn't even respond. Like, we were just like, yeah, like,
Well, that
totally,
was-
like, agree, yeah. Like, I get where you're coming from.
And that's my
That was
problem.
it. We didn't even say anything. We gave her, we were actually pretty silent, almost silent for the entire thing. And then, like, the only thing is that we didn't say, like, okay, like, thank you so much, Bella.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for the spiel, but it didn't change anything. Like, we just were like, thank you so much. Like, you did a really good job. Like, thank you for coming to us.
And then I guess
And
that's when she came
that's
to me,
it.
'cause she was like, oh my
We,
gosh,
her
Mickey and Holly are on
silence, she just
board.
took it. Well, she also told us that, like, you were already locked in. She was like, I have Nicole, and then I might have Jess. But I don't even know if she, like, had already talked to Jess or what
I know
Jess
she
thought.
I know she campaigned to Jess, but I don't know if Jess ever really
Yeah.
bit. Like, my problem is, and I've had like this discussion with a few people just in general in my game, I hear everybody out. I give everybody the time of day, because I
Right.
would never be like, no, walk away from me. I'm not going to hear you out. Like, I'm going to hear
Right.
you out. So in me hearing her out, I was like, okay, oh, that's interesting. Okay, valid points. Oh, thank you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't say shouldn't have done that, because that's just how I am. I'm going to hear you out. But when she's like, oh, I have Mickey, I have Holly, I was like, oh. And she's like, we're just looking for you. And that's when I was like, well, then I need to talk to Mickey and Holly. And then I'm like, this is odd. And then when Mickey said to me, like, we don't have the votes, I was like, wait. And then I started, like, connecting in my head. I'm like, I think she just kind of told both, not groups, but both
Yeah.
the pair and me, I have the other one. So if all three of you get on the same page, we're good,
Yeah. I get it. It was a last desperate effort, which I can't blame her for, but still, it's like, come on, this is what got
And
you
granted,
in this
like,
position in the first
the
place.
three of us probably should have come together and had a
Yeah.
three-way discussion.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie, because her plan made me uncomfortable, I will admit, like, I didn't feel comfortable coming up to you guys and being like, hey,
I
is
didn't
this
either.
happening? Do you guys want Jack
I didn't
out?
even
because I was
want to
like,
entertain it.
yeah, that's the thing, like, because it was so, like, this doesn't feel right. This is not what I would
Yeah.
want to do.
Yep.
So maybe I'll just ignore Mickey and Holly and not,
Yeah.
And then
I
we
was
spoke.
like, I think this is stupid. I think she's just blown smoke, and I just wanted to stay out of it because I thought, yeah, I didn't think that it was compelling enough for us to do, and I didn't think anyone else was gonna bite
she
either.
she came up to me like right before the live show and was like, "I'm telling you, just so you know, Mickey and or Holly are doing a rogue vote. Just to pin it, just so you know. So you might
What?
want to do one as well." And I was like, "Why would I do one as well?" And I think her plan being, all three of us would throw a rogue
Wow.
vote out there, and suddenly she'd stay.
Also,
And that was
why
my
did
way.
she think either? Why did she think either of us would throw a rogue vote?
I don't know.
What does that even? What?
Mainly, all of her campaigning to me was your guys' names.
Yeah.
Mickey Holly, all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so glad, because like I said, because of everything that you guys did for me, I wanted to prove,
Yeah.
like, no,
Right.
like I heard her out, but I wasn't for
Right.
it. I spoke to Mickey, like, we're clear on this.
Right.
And that's why I was like, please let the vote show this and let it be nothing wonky.
Yeah.
So I was so happy.
Right.
I wanted to stand
Right.
up and be like, see?
Yeah. I know. It was just annoying.
Because I do respect you guys a lot as people and as game players. I told you this like way in the beginning. Like, it's like a gut feeling that you both like want this, and
Right.
you're honest people, you're genuine people.
Right.
So
That's why, like, we're straight. I don't know, because we're like honest and open and blunt, and I don't know. That just annoyed me that we even got caught in that. I was like, just because we didn't, I don't know. And then later, I made it pretty clear to her that I wasn't gonna vote with her, like just in like a casual conversation later. I didn't make it clear, but because I didn't want her to think that there was a possibility or
Yeah.
like think that there was hope. Like I
Yep.
even said to her, I was like, you know, like I just can't.
Yep.
I was like, you know what you're
was
asking
very
is
nice
just
of
like,
you.
or I didn't say, I don't remember what I said, but it was like in like a personal side conversation in the kitchen, and I was just like, you know, I love you and like I would love for you to stay, but like it's just
not the way
like-
it's going. Yep.
just can't.
And she
And I
even
said
told
something
me.
to Nick too, because I didn't want her to feel blindsided,
Yeah.
even though like she was going in there like throwing my name under the bus and stuff. You know, come in.
Oh, sorry.